Antoine Massey, he's one of the 5 inmates still on the run after escaping the Orleans Parish Justice Center.
Whenever we hear the name Antoine Massey, it's always tied to the title Prison Escapee. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. Instead, we're here to discuss the unbelievable dark history that started when he was just 7 years old. Where most kids were just finding out Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny were just fictional characters, Antoine was learning that even at an early age, life doesn't give a fuck about you.
His dad was executed when Twine was like 8 years old in front of Twine. Matter of fact, when they killed his daddy, they put a gun to his head when he was a baby, when he was a little boy, the whole family.
At the age of 7, you dig, you know what I'm saying? Fuck, my first body was seeing my daddy get killed. You dig, that was the first body I ever seen. You dig, like, so I really grew up and posited in the church of the world.
Damn, bro, you were 7 you were 7 years old.
Yeah, I was 7 years old, bro.
Is there any way you could walk us through it?
My dad is so-called friends, you know what I'm saying? Dudes he ran with every day. Now, they ran with the dudes that pulled up under him and watched them. You know, my daddy was a real hustler.
Man, somebody had robbed his daddy and killed him in front of the family. Somebody that was, you know, somebody that came up underneath him.
So my stepsister, my stepbrother, and me, everybody was in the house. You know what I'm saying? My daddy laid up there. My daddy was working under a truck. You know what I'm saying? 3 dudes wound up hopping the fence. You know, jumping his fence, coming in his yard. So wound up telling my daddy, like, man, look, check this out. Get up, homie. When my daddy come from under the truck, my daddy wound up seeing who one of the was. He called him name, you hear me? Boom. So when he called him name, he wound up shooting my daddy, you dig? My daddy wound up falling, cutting his face on a bumper, you dig? Boom, jumped back up and shot him again. He shot in the glass. My daddy come through that bitch or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Boom. As this going on, he like was this shit like, instead of asking my daddy like, man, look, boy, where that bread at? So he wound up making my stepmother, because she was older than me and my stepmother. She older enough, so he made her go in the ceiling to get the bread. So once she stole one of the big old bags of money, I don't know whatever, boom. But they had a lot of money and bricks and coke and dope and shit like that in the attic. So one of the wound up falling and was like, fuck. And he called one of the names. So my daddy like, man, you gonna do this to me in front of my kid? You dig what I'm saying? So once they got all the money and my daddy gave everything, he dogged him out, you dig? But they hit him in that shit. Dogged him out. Now they looked at him like they wanted to kill us, but they ain't do that. They just got out the house and got the fuck there, you know? You dig? But that's what happened with my father.
Swan, bro, you 7 years old, bro. What were you looking at it, or you turned away from it?
Like, to be honest, only thing I really remember is like gunshots, homie. You know what I'm saying? That's all I remember is gunshots, homie. Girl, talk, you hear me, bro? Like, I turned my head to, you hear me? Like, you know, like I know something going wrong, you know, dealing with my daddy. Sometimes I know this, you hear me? Or an individual like me at 7 years old, that's all I know was my dad, you know? Homie gave me anything that I ever wanted. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was deaf. Like, he's a real father, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Outside of him selling drugs and shit, he was a man, bro. Like, all the way around the border, you hear me? But that shit fucked me up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about mentally. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Yeah, that fucked me up.
Whatever happened to those guys? Did they get caught?
Yeah, 3 of them got caught. You remember? One of them, the 3rd was caught. This shit crazy. Before the jailhouse let out shit dealing with me, one of them got killed the day before I got out of jail. Really.
The craziest thing about that is, like, the day before the escape happened, the dude that killed Real Antoine daddy had just got killed the night before Real Antoine escaped. If Antoine would have escaped the day before, they'd have been trying to pin the dude murder probably on Real Antoine. You know what I'm saying? Just because.
One of the day before the jail, all let out, break out, whatever you want to call it. One of them got killed. He got killed, May 15th? We got out May 16th. That's crazy, huh?
There's something. Yeah, that karma is gonna catch up to you. Say, bro, you said it it affected you, how did it affect you, bro?
When I was a child and this shit happened in front of me, it made me be rebellious to everybody that was trying to tell me the right way to start living in life. Because I felt like they wasn't my daddy. So nobody could tell me nothing, even if it was right. Like I was but at that time, by me being young, I just was acting out because I was living homeless. But I couldn't express to people. Used to be like, Twan, why you so bad? Like, what the fuck was wrong with you? But I couldn't express at that time because I don't know why I'm doing it. But now as an adult, I could express and tell you why I used to be doing the shit that I was doing, you know? And it was because of that, because I was lacking a father, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, what do you think him seeing that at such an early age did to his character, did to his psychological aspect, you know?
Man, that man, for any kid, man, that'll mess a child up for to be involved in something especially heinous as that. The stuff that he done seen, man.
Say at what age you feel like you started going off track?
I'ma say I started getting in trouble, bro. Like I'ma say like shit right after that, here. Like I ain't look at a gun. I ain't look at a gun as a water gun. Like everybody else used to be running around with the water gun shooting each other, and I really was thinking about like I really was thinking on some other shit. Here, my mind was seeing the shit that in my dad. Like it wasn't.
You have 1 minute left.
Shooting the water gun, you know? That just like my mind was transparent and so me that people wasn't even thinking that I was thinking at that particular time, you know? Like when people you shoot water guns and shit, I was thinking about killing. Like I'm saying, like that's just how my mind had switched, you know?
It desensitized you. It desensitized you at the same time. Damn. Seeing that at such early age.
He really brought up on the violence because once that happened, bro, that's traumatizing for the rest of his life, dog. You'll never be able to change you'll never be able to change his mentality after seeing that or going through that, bro.
Seeing that and knowing who that was that I knew, like when I went to the funeral, man, like I ain't gonna lie, like all that occurred, but when I went to the funeral and like all my daddy partners and shit, like everybody, all my cousins and shit is there. And when I walked up to my daddy's coffin, like, it did something to me, homie. Like, it made me want to retaliate. Like, at 7 years old, I wanted to be real. Like, it made me, like, seeing my daddy at that particular time, and like, gave him a kiss. Like, I felt really cool, like, you hear me go, like, and that shit still to this day. That shit still fucking me, homie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and when I walked away from it, it was like, all right. Like, I know why kids act out when they don't have their daddy or when they don't have their mama. It's just looking for that type of, they're looking for something that they'll never get again. You see what I'm saying, homie? That's why they act out like that. Remember, bro? Like, that's just what it is, you know?
Yeah, and in your case, man, you talking about very rare. What you ever have, okay, anybody else in your life that came that was a father figure, you know? Because I know you mentioned earlier that you wasn't trying to hear nobody or trying to listen to somebody or trying to tell you, guide you right or anything like that. You weren't trying to hear it. So any other father figures that come into your life?
Like my grandfather, which is my dad's dad, he was about the only close thing that could try to be a father figure, but I love him to death. You feel alive. I love him to death, but nobody couldn't be my father, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like when I used to go to football games and play basketball and shit like that, I look over and the only thing I see is my fucking my aunties or my grandfather come, but I'm like everybody else, like dad and cousin, like this damn son. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else is giving me feeling right now, homie? I'm like, damn, like, homie ain't even there. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's too crazy, you know? We're adults, bro. It's too crazy.
Yeah, bro. Damn, bro. I'm sorry. Bro, I'm sorry you had to experience that shit, bro. Hey, my mind is rolling too as you listen. Any nightmares, bro? I mean, because you think again, 7 years old. You know, I don't know if how vivid your memory was, but you ever have any nightmares of remembering it or wake up to remembering it or anything like that?
Say, bro, to be honest, like, fucking right. Fucking right. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done had nightmares, like, only, like, reaching out to me and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, like, trying to grab me, like, like, telling me, to, like, change my life before I get killed, all types of shit. Like, I done had a few nightmares about what occurred and how he died. Me looking at my last look of him aiming a coffin, me like on this the type of shit that I have dreams about me breathe. Like I haven't told my dad and shit that shit happened with the funeral up the last time I saw him. So I used to have nightmares and me digging my daddy out the ground just to see him again. You look like the world, homie. Yeah, bro.
How old was your pops when he passed?
25, 26, man.
Yeah, how old are you right now?
I'm 33.
No mortgage check, your grants are moving bricks. Remember when they killed Twine, still hunting for the bitch.
Antoine Massey, he's one of the 5 inmates still on the run after escaping the Orleans Parish Justice Center.
The course of my life, going through senior, going through juvenile facility, going through all these different facilities, and sitting back, thinking about, if you were here, what type of person I would have been, how my life would have played out. Like as an adult, right now talking on their old activity in the cell with 60 years was something that I did not do. I followed, I'll say like from 1 to 7 in the world, and from fucking 8, from 9 all the way through, I've been in prison, bro. In and out of jail. I've done a 10-year jail. I've done a 4-year jail. Like, I've been in jail damn near my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Due to being rebellious to the ones that really love me, due to me being fucked up, seeing all the shit, like, going through the shit that I went in with my family. You feel what I'm saying, bro? Yeah, right? Well,
Bro, is what about your mom? Did your mom have a major effect on your life as well? Only if we could talk about that. If you feel like we should stay away from that, no problem, bro.
No, I'm good, man. I'm giving the world a little insight on me, bro, about what I've been through, man. My mama done a 16-year joke. My mama fell on a second-degree murder charge in the 7th ward in my neighborhood and was gone 15 years. You see what I'm saying? One of robbing my mama. Two of my cousins wound up killing dude. My mama was on a charge. Everybody went to jail, took their time for it. Now my mom home doing good. My cousin home doing good. Another situation just occurred since I've been in here, and I never spoke on this, man. I lost one of my closest cousins that I was close to. Long little cool man, I gotta say that, long little cool man. Like, bro, like that was my heart. That dude showed me everything I knew, and I lost him since I've been in jail. When I was on the run, was not the water shit. That's what I was with, man. And I never stopped to really say nothing about that shit, man. Like, it's a lot, man, that I've been through, boy. That shit crushed me since I've been in jail, you hear me? Yeah, man, my fucking something got killed, man. I can't know, man. But my mama was in jail, bro. Now I'm saying, so my sisters, they was young, they had to learn how to, you know what I'm saying, make it on their own and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm in jail doing 15 years at the particular time as a state, so my mama doing time. You know what I'm saying? So I really been through it, homie, like for real, you know?
Man, but it's a beautiful thing. You recognize everything, and it's a major statement for you. You say you look in the mirror and you see yourself, that you found yourself, you know. And you're right about that age where it happens, bro. Between 27 and 35, you know, actually 30 and 35 is when most men, especially black men, when we find ourselves. You know, sometimes later than that.
Right. Right, like like I'm gonna say, Wayne, like I'm being serious, like, and this for whoever listening to the interview. Man, anything you could think of that a man could do, I done done it. Besides, take something from a woman to fuck shit like that. Anything that she say is dealing with the streets, I done done it. And it's for the young people that's listening to this interview. Bro, ain't the streets, man, this shit ain't what it is, don't it? Now I'm saying, like, you know how they say all the world in jail and all that, a world, well, I don't even acknowledge that title. That shit don't even apply to me no more. I don't look like that no more. And reason why, because of what I'm going through. I have people that I've been knowing all my life, bro, never wrote me since I've been in this bitch. I'm talking about so-called partners. I'm talking about so-called family members, blood. You hear me, bro? Never wrote me no nothing, but I'm not mad at them because they don't owe me nothing. But when I come home and I come really I'm successful, I don't want them nowhere wrong. You hear me, Wayne? Point blank period, because when you down in this bitch, this one's gonna show you who really loves you, bro. Man, I got people that I never met in my life, bro, that been here since I've been back in prison. Ain't missed a beat, you hear me, homie? Like, and I sit back and I think about that shit like, man, God opening my eyes for a reason. It's the same nigga that I so-called my fathers and cousins and all this, that I leave my life down for. You hear me, bro? Like, I'm not mad. Listen, bro, I live totally different now, Wayne. I don't want to do no more part of that shit. If it ain't no movement of waking the 85% of the world up or what's going on, I don't want to be part of it. You hear me, homie? For real.
But Antoine is like, he a young cat, but he always been real just because his daddy was a real dude. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I feel like this, Wayne, that, okay, like, I'm going through everything that I'm going through for a reason. I know this. And it's for me to, I'm going to get this to him, like, bro. And I'm going to be on your podcast, bro, talking to you like I told you, bro. I'm going to get his time back. And I feel like my journey, when I look in the mirror now, you know how people be like, man, what is I'm on this earth for? I sit back and I look in the mirror now and I be like, I found myself. I know what I'm here for. Bro, I'm here to talk to the youth. I'm here to talk to females and males, bro, that's going through shit in life that can learn from my situation, bro. That's what I'm here for. Like, I know this. That's my calling, you hear me, bro?
Like people that could learn from your situations. You could even help youth, especially young people who going through that type of shit, you know, because there's a lot of them out there, bro.